Dear learners, we are moving to the fifth lecture of Module 4 related with the course The Art and Science of Marketing from Basics to Breakthrough. The Module 4, Week 4 devoted entirely for understanding the STP strategies, and the last lecture, that is lecture 5 of this Module 4, talks about the real life examples related the STP model application. I, Dr. Asutosh Mohan, Associate Professor at Institute of Management Studies, Banaras Hindu University, welcome you again to the lecture, The Real World Application of STP Models. Now, what is going to be our session objective, or rather to say, what are going to be our session objective? So, first objective, to recap the core component of STP model which we covered in last 4 lectures. Then we need to understand how real brand use STP to design marketing strategies, and finally we try to understand the segments, targeting and positioning in real world. Before starting any real example, I simply draw your attention and to define or to understand with clear objective with a small story related to a JuiceFit juice bar. This juice brand struggled with generic messaging, but after applying STP strategy, they segmented the market with lifestyle. They segmented the market with fitness lovers, BG professionals and seniors. They targeted the gym goers and on the go professional. They left the seniors, but they targeted the gym goers and on the go professional because they identified their resources are somehow limited. They cannot target each and every segment. So, they identified 2, and they positioned themselves a nutritional fuel for active life. They positioned themselves a nutritional addition, nutritional fuel for active life. Whether you are a gym goer or a young professional, you need lot of energy, and the drink relates with the JuiceFit brand by name, matching with this requirement. And what they did, what they achieved, they achieved 3x increase in sales within a quarter. Just see the power of STP strategies. Initially, they started a simple marketing without applying the STP. They applied the STP and identified the different segment. They choose the desired segment matching with their brand name, matching with their resources, matching with their capability, and they positioned themselves with a campaign where they provided a nutritional solution for active life, for active energy of individuals indulge into high intensity jobs or the activities. They receive success, and that is what the beauty of STP strategy is. So, what is the STP model? Let us have a relook. S means segmentation, it means dividing the market. I hope you recall this, I hope you remember this. T means targeting, selecting the best fit segment. It is not necessary until unless you go for a mass market, you have to have, even mass market is one single segment which you are selecting. But if you are going for segment market, where if you are going to a niche market, when you are going to individual market, you have to identify which segment you are going to work with. That is what targeting. Focusing your energy, channelizing your resources, that is what targeting is. P means positioning. Positioning means crafting the brand image. How you are creating that impression, how you are creating that distinctive impression in the mind of customer which is different from the competitor. This is what STP model we discussed till now. Let us take the different cases. The first case, Dove. Segmentation, one specific gender they targeted, and they targeted with that gender with a kind of self image in the eyes. This is what segmentation. Target, they targeted the women of all ages, with body positivity seekers, means who love, who want to take care of their body requirements. How they positioned? They positioned with a campaign, they positioned with the ingredient where they showed the real beauty, the self-confidence. It's not only the skin which provides the real beauty, but it's inbuilt in terms of self-confidence. They try to position that segment of women altogether. And what their campaign, it was a very successful campaign, hashtag real beauty. And what was the positioning statement? Real beauty, real people. So, if you think the real beauty relates with the models, the celebrities, the actresses in Bollywood and Hollywood and different movie industry, no. Real beauty exists in our day to day life. It exists near to each one of us. You have to realize it's not only the skin, it's the inner self, the self confidence. And they created this impression to make Dove as a preferred brand successfully, very successful in terms of hashtag real beauty campaign. Now take the case study 2, Tesla, somehow ruling the EV segment across the globe, not present in India, but still we may consider the example of Tesla. So, what is the segmentation they opted? What the segment, not to say opted, what the segmentation they identified? They identified income level, one of the consideration related with demography. They identified the eco-consciousness, that is related with the psychography. If you try to relate your lifestyle, your values, your belief, you want to take care of your mother, that is what eco-consciousness talk about. They talk about the innovative seekers, that is what behavioral dimension. They are identifying the 3 specific segment, one is based on demography, relates with the psychography, and finally with the behavioral dimension, the risk lovers. Now, what is the target? The target which they identified out of this, they targeted the high income people with tech forward early adopter, means the risk taker, the innovators who wish to go for this kind of vehicle which is new to the world altogether, which is not dependent on the fossil fuel, it is providing a new kind of solution. What their positioning? They opted the luxury innovation with sustainability. What does it mean? Luxury innovations with sustainability means they try to create an impression that it's a transportation vehicle with luxury inside without bothering the Mother Earth or ecological impact of this vehicle. What their message is? The future of driving. Simple, very clear, but very effective, impactful. The future of driving. That's not only emphasize the ecological concern, the environmental concern, but that also created an impression that it's a technology driven, a technologically innovative kind of company to whom the consumer need to deal with. So, what is the positioning statement? Innovative, sustainable driving. Innovative, sustainable driving. That's what the future of driving talks about. And they created this impression beautifully, carved this impression beautifully in the mind, and ruling many countries with their product, ruling many domains with their solution. Even they are trying to dominate the aerospace where they are talking, they are having the possibilities of different kind of space missions with their vehicles, not automobile but space vehicles. They are working on that dimension also. Now, case study 3, Nike. We considered, we discussed this case on different angles and different earlier modules, but again we want to discuss it because something very crucial, something very unique related with this brand Nike. So, their segment is sport interest and attitude, age, something related with the behavior, something related with the psychography, something related with the demography. Their target is performance oriented athletes and youth. They highlighted, they identified those are going to be their target market. They don't want to indulge with each and every kind of individual. They don't want to indulge into selling each and every kind of shoes to each and every person. They identified performance oriented athletes or youth who want to be a kind of athlete, who want to enjoy the power, who want to enjoy the health, and who want to enjoy that kind of, who want to have that kind of attitude. The positioning, empowerment, achievement. By having this particular product in your feet, you will feel you are empowered, you are encouraged, you are motivated to achieve what you want to do. And that's what the campaign, just do it, an iconic campaign, just do it. Have Nike and just do it. Feel motivated, feel elevated, and try to achieve what you want to achieve. That's a very successful campaign. Case study 4, Colgate, very well known brand in every household. So, what's the segmentation? It's a dental habits, family orientation, price sensitivity. So, dental habits are representing the behavioral dimension, family orientation is again representing a kind of psychography, and price sensitivity is talking in terms of demographical factors. Now, what they target? They target parents and health conscious adults. That is what they target. They target the parents who will take care about their family, dental or oral care. Positioning, they highlighted the cavity protection and trust for family. This is very simple positioning statement. So, if you apply Colgate, you are assured of cavity protection, you are assured for your oral health care, and it is not only for you, but your entire family. Sub-brand targeting, they try to do with certain other element. For example, for one small segment where people are nowadays facing a kind of sensitive tooth issues, so they have Colgate sensitive. They try to create some kind of fun, some kind of animation for the small kids, the child who is more fascinated with all those kind of cartoon. So, they soft kind of taste with lots of comic characters, they created Colgate Kids, a toothpaste, toothbrush brand, all those particular things. So, sub-brand targeting they also did. What's the positioning statement? Complete oral care for all, very effective. When you are going for a Colgate product, it's not related with different kind of constituents or different kind of teeth present to different individual in family. So, you may have kids, you may have adults, you may have yourself as a mature parent. So, whatever the requirement, everyone want to have a good oral care, whether it's a gum care, whether it's a cavity protection, whether it provide a solution to sensitivity, whether it's create a habit of going for oral care with lots of fun associated with the product. Colgate try to deliver all with their range of products, and that is why their positioning statement is complete oral care for all, very successful, and they are able to cater, they are able to rule the market. Now, in summary, what we need to understand, STP means strategic clarity, what to do, how to do, and where to do. Very much clear in terms of strategic clarity. How to do, it might be a dimension for marketing mix strategies to decide, but what to do, where to do, that provides a clarity to move further. It helps in personalized marketing and increase ROI because your efforts are focused. So, returns need to be more specific, more concrete and more measurable with your focused effort. And STP is iterative and evolves the brand life cycle. That is again very crucial element which we need to understand. So, what's the reflection at the end of this module 4 when we discuss the STP strategy in detail? What's the reflection? Just think about a question to answer. Why do you think iconic brands succeed with their positioning? Why do you think? Does it relate a pinpointed target segment identification? Do they capable to create a very well articulated positioning statement with their scientifically selected target segment? Just imagine and try to answer. If you have further interest, read the Philip Kotler and Keller for marketing management chapter 8 to 10. That will give you further insight in terms of STP strategy. So, thank you a lot for understanding the module 4 with STP strategy. In next module 5, we try to understand the consumer behavior, the loyalty, the retention or the relationship dimensions with a clear understanding of customer value. So, happy learning and keep on learning with me in my course of marketing. Thanks again.